Running develops a rich skill set that is invaluable and will help you take on life's challenges. Today I'm going to talk about the running process that runners go through and the skills they develop, and I'll talk about how these skills translate to college life. All runners begin at a place of uncertainty. They're unsure what running will bring them and kind of where to start. So they'll have to go for their first run, they'll run again, and run a lot of miles alone until they realize it might be beneficial to run with other people. In an interview I did with David Roche, a successful running coach, I learned that runners are more relaxed and more vulnerable when they exercise. At the same time, running knows no racial, religious, or cultural boundaries. The combination of these two things, being more relaxed and seeing more similarities with others than differences, allows runners to be more open-minded and accepting. So back on the learning curve, runners run, that's what they do. And at some point, 82% of all runners are going to get injured during their time as a runner. In his book, Peak Performance, coach and author Brad Stolberg talks about the importance of rest. A lot of times runners end up training too hard on their easy days and are not well rested enough to do well on their hard workout days. So they keep running, they might train for a race, and every runner is going to fail in some way at some point. Psychologist Angela Duckworth has coined the term grit, which is a combination of both passion and perseverance. It's important for runners to run for the right reasons. They should run because it brings them joy, it might give them a good challenge. They shouldn't run because they want to post about it on their Instagram story. It's important to have a good passion and a good reason for running because that will help runners develop the persistence and resilience that they need in order to take on running challenges. And running is hard at times, believe me. And so running goes through this cycle of you're running, you might have some success, and then failure over and over again. And virtually every runner on some blog at some point has said that running has helped them learn a lot about themselves. Once you have a good connection to your passion for running, runners can let their guard down, they can be themselves, and this gives them an environment to test their physical and mental limits. And as they do this, runners will be able to prove to themselves that they can do more than they think is possible. So how does this relate to college, right? We all start at a place of uncertainty. So this is the start of our analogous system. We might choose a major, unsure what we want to do. We study, and we study a lot alone, and then we realize that in order to be successful in college, you need to study with other people, because that's really important. And so having the perspective of a runner and being more open-minded and trying to find similarities with others and differences will allow you to meet and connect with more people than you otherwise would if you were closed-minded and more judgmental of others. So you keep studying, it's a lot. College is hard, you might have to pull a few all-nighters, you're going to get tired at some point. And so having a good understanding that your physical well-being is important will help you be successful. You'll be more productive and efficient if you can rest when it's time to rest and study hard when it's really time to study hard. So you keep studying, you might study for a test, and you're going to fail at some point. I'm sure you all have. It's awful, but it happens, right? And so college students need to reflect on the importance of their passion for what they're doing. They shouldn't be studying something because their parents want them to or because society tells you it's a good thing. Having this connection with your passion will enable you to have the persistence and resilience to push through when times get rough, and they will. And so just like running, college goes through this consistent process of trial and error, success and failure, and over time, you have your connection to your passion, you'll be able to understand who you are better as a person, what kind of makes you operate, how you see the world, and that will change over time, and really what makes you a successful person. So you'll be able to push your boundaries, it will be more important than just your GPA, you'll be learning a lot of things in school. And so this not only applies to college, but it will apply to the rest of your life. I use college because that's what's happening right now, but these skills that you kind of develop in running will make you a more more successful person in the long run. So go out and at least try to run for me. Thank you.